Welcome back, everybody, for another Attila the Hun, and this time it is the big one with the Catalonian fields, so we're gonna do our big fight against the Romans. And the reason there was a slight delay for this video is because I tried to do the achievements, but also show off the Romans, and the achievement of beating the scenario in 30 minutes or less. I can do it, and I'll have a playthrough of doing the speedrun strat for the scenario after this one in the same video. But I was trying to like show off the Romans but still beat it in under 30 minutes, so I wasn't like killing them right away. And yeah, I don't know how possible that is because the Romans are really tough. So this one, we're just going to go through, we're going to experience fighting the Romans, and then at the end, like I said, I am going to have the speedrunning version, just to show that it is indeed still possible.
And now, said Father Ramond, is where I entered the story. The battle between Hun and Roman was fought at the end of June 451. The Romans were commanded by Aetius, a brilliant and celebrated general who had been held hostage by Attila when he was a boy. Aetius knew Attila and knew the Hunnic ways. Since he had returned to the Western Empire, Aetius had done more than any man to keep Rome alive throughout the period of barbarian invasions. His army was not large enough to face Attila alone, so Aetius convinced tribes of the Alans and Visigoths to ally with him. Even though these dubious allies had a common hatred of the Huns, it was still a remarkable achievement on Aetius' part to have drawn them into an effective military relationship. The Huns were eager for battle. Attila's shamans looked at the entrails of cattle and the color of sheep bones and prophesied that the Huns would meet defeat on the Catalaunian fields. However, they also foresaw that the commander of the opposing force would be killed. Attila must have thought this a fair trade, because he brought battle to Aetius and the Goths. Before blood was drawn, Attila stood before his assembled troops, clutching the sword of Mars in his fist. He told them, "It is a right of nature to glut the soul with vengeance. I shall hurl the first spear at the foe. If any man can stand at rest while Attila fights, he is a dead man."
Oh boy. Time for the big battle. And you know what? If we're going to show off the Romans, we're going to go all the way. We're going to show off. We're not going to rush them down, rather. Alright. Because even if you're not speedrunning it, it's still a good idea to defeat the Alans and Visigoths right away. As you'll see later, if you feel like watching it. Basically, you send some of your starting Tarkans to the Romans, some to the Alans, and some to the... none to the Visigoths. You send just to your knights there. You make a bunch of stables, go for that. And you can really easily defeat the Alans and Visigoths, even if you just send all your Tarkans over to the Alans and then make a bunch of knights and send them to the Visigoths. But no, we're gonna do things the right way. And by that I mean kind of the objectively wrong way. But that's just who we are. We here at Ornlu AoE don't believe in doing the smart thing. Yeah. Town center. Make. There we go. Okay. Should be good to get us going. Let's see how much the Ostrogoths are going to help us out, man. Hey, they are adding in another TC. Oh yeah, I don't think I went over this. But it's really straightforward. Just defeat the bad guys. Romans, here. Alans, here. Visigoths, down here. It's just so peaceful. I'm not used to this. Well, we'll just boom up. See if we can fight post-imp Romans, Huns, and Goths. Oh, look, the Ostrogoths allied with the Franks, getting their team bonus of extra night line of sight. Traitors! Let's go get a 5th TC. We have the resources, why not? Go get him. Now, relative to a normal game of deathmatch, you actually don't start with that many resources. It's what, 8,000 food, gold, 1,000 stone, and 2,000 wood. Yeah, deathmatch is 20,000, 20,000, 10,000, 8,000, I think. But especially the low wood and stone count means you can't just spam a ton of buildings everywhere. I like how they changed it to Visigoths and Romans because it's not super clear that the Ostrogoths are saying the Visigoths. Right, still need to get some stables down because they do attack you pretty fast. Got tons of resources. I guess I don't really have any need to gather gold super early, but whatever. Oh boy, look at these guys building up. In case you don't remember, back in Age of Conquerors, the Alans were Vikings. Anyway, now our population's really starting to take off. Market. And we definitely need to get Paladin plus Cav Archer here if we're not speedrunning it. Click up to imp as soon as the cast is done. Speaking of which, let's help that along a bit. Oh, wood price is super low. Okay, get that. We will start to attack as soon as we hit, you know, post-imp and our upgrades and whatnot. I'm just gonna sit around all day. Righty. Hey, what you doing? Oh wait, when did the Visigoths hit him? I missed that. Alright, we'll be good to go in just a moment. Oh, got you. We're going to prioritize our knight upgrades first, and then switch on over to cav archers. Or add in cav archers, rather. Oh, you're just a scout. All sorts of upgrades there. Oh, here they come. Go get 'em! I mean, these are full post-imp Goths. Also, you play as green Goths and Alaric because of the Visigoths here, in case you didn't know. Here are the Allens. Got knights and cav archers. Now, they have not clicked up to imp yet. Hey, stop! Okay. Let's get going. Oh, stop! I do need a university. Uh-oh, I hear siege sounds. Oh, here. Oh, there as well. Okay, fully upgraded paladins are in. Pick up siege ram in just a moment. Come on, there we go. Yeah, definitely need to keep the halbs in mind. Get you. see how good this Goth spam really is. Oh. Yeah, they got full upgrades on those legionaries. Yeah, the Cav Archers especially are going to be, I think, really important versus the Romans. Next. Oh boy. Yep. Fully upgraded Cavalier, Legionary, and Centurions. Now, this is what you have to fight if you want to try and speedrun this, but also want to show off the Romans. It's not a very easy balance to walk. Well, Visigoths are going down pretty fast. Get HCA. No units slip through here. There is some stone over here. Here it is. Visigoths down. Alright, we got full upgrades for our units. Well, except for Tarkans. But we don't need to worry about those right now. Kind of need the brute strength of paladins here, as much as it is fun to whip stuff. I used to think the Tarkan weapons were whips. They kind of made whippy sounds, you know? It makes sense if you don't think about it. Anyway, I don't know why the Alans don't advance to the Imperial Age. It seems kind of weird. It's one of the few times you actually fight Huns in the campaigns. Oh wait, how are the Ostrogoths doing? You know, they're doing all right. They could be doing worse. Yeah, these guys obviously also making Knights and Cav Archers. They used to just make, I think, like, Archers, Cav Archers, and Mangonels. Still make Mangonels. Just see the one castle right here. Yeah, these guys are gonna absolutely collapse if they don't have anything in him. Alright, let's get you. And off to the races we go. Die! Yeah, the non-Roman enemies could probably be a little tougher. I mean, the Visigoths are, you know, they at least get to post-imp Goth stuff, but yeah, the Alans are kind of plebs. Let's get Tarkan upgrades. I like Tarkans, they're fun. The Ostrogoths still don't really do a whole lot to help you out. Yeah, this isn't much of a defense. Let's also get the siege workshops. Get ready for our final assault on the Romans. Not missing anything over here. This actually, now that I think about it, this has to be one of the earlier instances of having a dummy AI that's purely there for aesthetic value, you know, ambiance. Having the Franks here, just at all, as a player. They only started to do that with the later campaigns, at least in large quantities. Oh yeah, Romans also making Scorpions. Now, in my experience, I tried this like 4-ish times. Like trying to beat the scenario normal, but also do it in under 30 minutes. The Roman army is a lot tougher, but their base falls easier. Yeah, obviously, this is indeed pretty strong. Stop it. Yeah, the Centurions are tough. The Legionaries are tough. The Legionaries and Centurions are tough when paired together. The Roman Scorpions are really good. Right, let's get that. Still, we're making this work, and if we set a gather point, that'd be even better. And we'd really be going far in life. Come on. Now we go for the Tarkans. My hotkeys got messed up again because I was switching patches for Masters of Arena. Oh, whoops. Ah! Sorry, guys. Stable. Tarkin. C. I know it conflicts with battle elephants and camels, but, unless I'm training any Hunnic battle elephants or camels, I think I'm fine. Maybe I need more paladins. I lost the stone, whatever. Forward we march. Still got trebs. Yeah, you're going down. Not a whole lot I can do to save that. Yeah, still need to back up. Like, these Centurions are so freaking strong. They're basically better paladins. They have 5 less HP. In exchange, they have 1 more melee armor, more attack by a lot, and they boost the Centurions. Gold. Take the Visigoth stuff. Yeah, the Roman towers aren't super good, I remember. Yeah, look at those frickin' things. It is, as you guys will see, it is a lot easier to beat the Romans if you just kill them fast. Okay, back to that. Dang, this Roman army is good. If you have infinite resources, the Romans are great. Hey, go get that. Oh, here come the Ostrogoths to help out. Whoa! Where the heck did... Oh, they have 1 barracks over here. That's awkward. Yeah, good. Can you guys tell the Roman army's just a little bit better than the Byzantine army? Yeah, it's not like I'm using a multiplayer army comp against this. I'm using Paladin Heavy Cav Archer Siege. This is not something you can go for in ranked games. I still don't think this necessarily means Romans are overpowered. I just think that, you know, you give them a bajillion gold and they're tough to stop. Man. Okay, we're back to 30 vils on gold at least. Cav archers are obviously critical here. But once I beat the army, the base should fall really fast, unlike the Byzantines. Yeah, it looks like they might have just run out of gold. Because I think they start with 20,000 of every resource. If memory serves. Come on. Yeah, look at that 5,280 HP castle. Byzantines laugh at that. Righty. Onward and upward. Easy time. Take down the house. Now it's Tarkin time. Probably should have replaced the lumber camps a little while ago. But such is life sometimes. Oh, yeah, that castle ain't happening, my main man. I believe it's once they have 0 town centers. No villagers? Maybe they can even have a town center. But I think it might be no town center and X number of villagers or fewer.
The Romans have lost.
Yeah, you bet they have.
Nothing to stop our invasion of Italy.
Yeah, that was a toughie, though, fighting the Romans there at the end.
It was a catastrophic battle. One of the largest and greatest the world has ever seen. The stream was turned to a torrent by the rushing of blood. I pity those that were forced to slake their thirst from it. Cadavera vero innumera, the Romans said afterwards. Truly countless bodies. Perhaps 300,000 men were left dead on the Catalaunian fields. It is said the ghosts of those killed continued to fight for several days. I passed within inches of the fell Hun king as he stalked the battlefield, trying to determine which of his chieftains and allies yet lived, when he found me, huddled beneath my shield. I made my peace with God, but Attila did not seek my decapitation. He saw that I was a holy man and ordered me to join his retinue of foreign advisors. That is how you know so much of the Huns, I offered. The priest nodded. Despite the carnage, the outcome of the legendary battle was unclear. Attila had lost much of his cavalry, but the Romans' entire army was destroyed. For a time, no one knew if the Hun king would continue to pursue the hand of Honoria. But what of the prophecy? I asked. Did Aetius die on the battlefield? Nay, it was Theodoric the Goth, not Aetius, who died and fulfilled the prophecy. Aetius knew that if he utterly destroyed the Huns, then the Visigoths would have no need for a Roman alliance, and Rome would face yet another barbarian threat. And so, Aetius retired from military life, hoping that the outcome of the Catalaunian fields would leave the Huns and Goths in a stalemate, hoping that he had done enough to save his empire. He had not.
Big oof. Yeah, that's still a pretty good KD at the end. Man, the Alans collected so much gold. Why couldn't they advance to Imp? It's so bizarre. Alrighty guys, that was the regular playthrough of the Catalaunian fields. With the power of editing, we're gonna go right over to the speedrun version. Alrighty guys. So what you're gonna be seeing on screen here is my speedrun version of this scenario. Basically what I do here is honestly, just a pretty bad version of the regular speedrun strategy of this level, where you add in a bunch of stables early on. And instead of like building this up like a build and destroy sort of scenario like you just saw, we are going to play this like, well, we have a certain amount of resources and we gotta win with them. So try and efficiently distribute your villagers, better than what I did, and then go for just a ton of knights. So you need some Tarkans there to disrupt the Alans. Sniping villagers, super important, just like with the regular deathmatch. And what we need this little scout guy to do is to jebate the Roman army as far away as possible. Meanwhile, the knights go to the Visigoths. Again, denying castles is absolutely critical, because once the castles go up, there's no way you do this level quickly. Anyway, we're just fighting those random units over there, leading the Roman army on a wild goose chase, while we just snipe villagers and prevent them from getting their production going. This is getting a little scary, because the Visigoths almost have that castle up. I'm trying to find the Vil, but it actually isn't doing anything. The castle was idle. And so is that archery range, actually. The Alans have some cav archers coming out. Again, the Tarkans are just being distracting. I'm still making sure that castle doesn't go up. And I forget to set gather points because I am a great player. But yeah, basically we're spending all of our resources on knights, and do we add in some rams? I think we add in some rams, if I recall correctly. Anyway, the Tarkans have eventually fallen. But we worry not. We've done a lot of stalling. Trying to figure out what exactly I should be doing with my vills at this point. Well, they do get that tower done. And that castle's coming along. Just need to push them back to the TC. They have one stable and one barracks up. And I'm like, just build a siege workshop. Get done what you can get done. Visigoths are still dying. They also have the siege workshop up, yeah. Did I get the cancel on the castle? I did not. More knights. Get a market down just to sell my stone. Again, you can basically snipe all of their production buildings and win the scenario, and probably by around this time, I think. If you play it perfectly, but you don't need to play it perfectly to do this level fast. Anyway, the Visigoths are at this point deleting stuff, and they will be defeated. More knights.
This river will run red with the blood of Goths and
Selling all of our stone because we don't need it. I lose my bills building the siege workshop because I am not paying attention. But that's okay. We're not trying to go for any speedrun records here. We just need to do the scenario in under 30 minutes. Still just killing their units as they pop out of the production buildings. And I realize I can't fight with the Elan's army right now, so we're going to need to just go ahead and run them around in circles like we did with the Roman army at the start of the game. Anyway, I'm using every last bit of resource. Again, just being sure to snipe bills because that's their resign condition. And making sure, of course, that they don't have the production buildings to do a whole heck of a lot. And thankfully for us, they don't train halves. Because the legionaries without that centurion support aren't quite as scary as they could be. And I see that the towers have flags on them, so there are villagers garrisoned inside, so we need to make sure we go for those. And yeah, I spend my last little bit of resources on a few scout cow. Yeah, at this point, I basically should have already have defeated the Alans as well, but yeah, I lost my units. I was focusing on making sure that the Romans died because they're obviously by far the strongest enemy. And there you can see the Romans are deleting stuff, and now it's time to take out the Alans, who in the regular playthrough were the biggest pushovers, but now represent the final boss in this level. Got 58 army. That is it. Got the 4 rams. Those are going to be really important because they did get that castle down. Or they got the castle up, so we got to take the castle down. There go the Romans. I do have those mangonels, of course. We just need to make sure that to keep them away from the rams. Again, sniping villagers. It's their resign condition. It is for all the players in this scenario. Of course, their TC falls easy peasy. They do have 3 total, however. Attacking a blacksmith is not the most useful thing to be doing right now, Ornlu, but, you know. At this point, I'm wondering, why do they have so few units? Like, I was honestly expecting much more of a fight. But, well, their units are somewhere. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they are defeated. However, maybe these guys actually also have an army resign condition. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Where's their stuff? Because I don't see any vills left. I say, like, oh, they have one vill over here. That must be it. So my one villager that's still alive can get the job done. And just like a couple stragglers here that I'm like, oh, there's their army. Remember the units I dragged away earlier that I didn't want when my army was fighting the Romans? Yeah. They never left that area of the map. So I'm thinking, I shouldn't have to fight that army, right? Right. Because they still have, like, a couple bills here and there. But then I'm like, okay, well, you know, you gotta do what we gotta do. I'm trying to think, did I kill that villager, or are they deleting stuff? Then I realized, okay, they are deleting stuff. Indeed, we don't have to fight the army.
To stop our invasion of Italy.
And as you will see, there's going to be the victory. And that, guys, was the Catalonian fields both ways, the regular and the speedy. Thank you all so much for watching. Next up will be the last of our Return of Rome playthroughs, the Fall of Rome. See you guys next time for that one.